What just happened in Dallas has left the entire NFL world stunned, and Cowboys Nation is still reeling from the shock. I mean, when news broke earlier today that the Dallas Cowboys announced the unexpected departure of one of their key figures, someone fans considered untouchable, there was an immediate eruption online. Twitter exploded, fans flooded Reddit, and sports media outlets started spinning in every direction trying to figure out what triggered this move. And here I am, breaking it all down for you, because trust me, this is not just another off-season shakeup. This is the kind of thing that shifts the identity of a team, changes locker room dynamics, and potentially alters the trajectory of the entire season. You could see it in the language of the team's official statement. It was short, it was vague, and it was clearly written to keep the situation as controlled as possible. "We thank players/coach/staff name for their contributions and wish them the best moving forward." That's it. No farewell press conference, no sit-down interviews, no gratitude-filled montage, just a sharp, clean, sudden break. And the crazy part? Nobody saw it coming. Not even the insiders, who are usually 5 steps ahead of every roster move. This blindsided everyone. I've been covering this team for years, and I can't remember the last time we had a departure this abrupt, with this little warning, from someone who meant so much to both the locker room and the fan base. Now obviously, speculation is running wild. Fans are asking, was it personal? Was there a falling out with the coaching staff? Did something happen behind the scenes? Was it financial? Did contract negotiations collapse? Or was this about culture, a shift in philosophy from the front office? Because let's be real, Jerry Jones and the top brass have made bold decisions before, but this one hits different. This one feels like it comes with some emotional baggage. It's not just a matter of cap space or game stats, it's about what this person represented. For many fans, this figure was a symbol of consistency, of grit, of the team's identity. Whether it was the way they handled press conferences, took hits on the field, mentored younger players, or simply showed up every single game with heart and fire, their presence mattered. And now, suddenly, that presence is gone. Fans are mourning. And when I say mourning, I mean some of y'all are in full grief mode online, posting tribute edits, sharing clips of your favorite plays, quoting heartfelt interviews, and calling this the worst front office decision since, well, name your poison. Romo's early retirement, Dez's departure, Zeke getting cut. It's up there with the most emotional moments in recent Cowboys history. The emotion is raw. One fan posted, "I watched this guy give his blood and sweat for this team." You don't just let someone like that walk away. Another said, "If the Cowboys think this is how you build a championship team, they've lost the plot." I even saw a few fans claiming they were done canceling subscriptions, turning in jerseys. Now, whether or not that holds is another story, because Cowboys fans are nothing if not loyal. But this kind of emotional wave doesn't just happen for anyone. It takes a special kind of figure to stir up this kind of reaction. And that's what makes this departure feel more like the end of an era than a simple personnel change. Now let's talk about what this means practically. First, roster-wise, this creates a serious void. Whoever's stepping into that role has massive shoes to fill. Whether it's a rookie looking to make a name or a veteran brought in from free agency, the comparison is going to be immediate and merciless. Cowboys fans are passionate, and they expect results. This isn't a market where you can ease into things. Whoever comes next will be under the microscope from day one, and the pressure will be intense. And you better believe the media is going to pounce on every misstep, every fumbled snap, every blown assignment. This isn't just a football story, it's a culture story. It's about identity, leadership, and chemistry. Because we're not just talking about replacing someone's stats, we're talking about replacing their presence, their leadership, their influence in the locker room. That's not something you can measure with analytics. That's something you feel. And speaking of analytics, even the numbers are hard to ignore. This wasn't a bench warmer. This was someone with real production, someone who contributed game in, game out. Look at the tape. Key plays in critical moments, game-winning drives, clutch stops, sideline energy. This wasn't someone on the fringe. This was someone at the core. And now that core has a crack in it. So now the question becomes, why now? Why make this move just weeks before the regular season kicks off? Timing matters. If this was going to happen, why not earlier in the offseason when adjustments could be made more easily? Why wait until training camp is heating up and players are dialing in their chemistry? Some sources say this was a decision made recently, others claim the front office has been sitting on it, trying to finalize other deals first. I've even heard whispers that something happened behind closed doors, maybe a disagreement, maybe something personal. But until someone speaks publicly, all we can do is speculate. And that's what drives fans crazy, the silence. In the age of transparency, where social media dominates the narrative, silence reads like guilt. It creates room for rumors. And that's exactly what's happening. I've seen everything from injury speculation to internal beefs to conspiracy theories about agents and holdouts. And look, while we shouldn't jump to conclusions without facts, it's only natural for fans to ask questions. We invest so much emotionally in these players, these coaches, these seasons, that when something like this happens, it's not just a headline, it's a punch to the gut. Now what about the locker room? This kind of move can do one of two things. It can either divide a team or galvanize it. If teammates were blindsided too, you might see some emotional fallout. If they knew it was coming, maybe the transition is smoother. But let's not forget, this team is hungry. After last season's playoff exit, they've got something to prove. This could be the kind of shock that lights a fire under the squad. It could push younger players to step up, veterans to lead louder, coaches to innovate. Or it could go the other way. It could create friction, confusion, resentment. It all depends on how it's handled internally. And I'll be watching closely over the next few weeks for any signs: body language at practice, sideline demeanor, locker room interviews. The little things will tell us a lot. And of course, the fans want answers. They want clarity. They want to hear from the front office, from the head coach, maybe even from the person who's leaving. Is there going to be a farewell video? A press conference? A statement on Instagram? So far, it's been radio silence. But that won't hold for long. The pressure is mounting, and eventually, someone is going to talk. Until then, we're left with questions. And I know, Cowboys Nation, you're not going to stop asking them. You want accountability. You want transparency. And you want to know if this move is part of a bigger plan or just another misstep in a long line of frustrating decisions. So what happens next? Does the team go after a replacement immediately? Do they trust the next man up? Do they make a surprise trade or signing? There are still names out there, veterans with experience, younger guys with upside. But the clock is ticking. Every day matters. Chemistry matters. And this team doesn't have the luxury of time. The NFC East is going to be a war zone this year. The Eagles, the Giants, the Commanders, everyone's stacked and hungry. If the Cowboys want to be contenders, they have to get this right. Fast. And finally, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment right now and tell me, how do you feel about this departure? Are you shocked? Angry? Disappointed? Or do you see it as a fresh start, a bold move that could pay off in the long run? I'll be reading every single comment and featuring the best takes in my next video. So don't hold back. Let's talk about it. And if you're new here, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell so you never miss an update. I've got breakdowns, live streams, and analysis coming all season long. Cowboys Nation, this is our team, through thick and thin. And even though today feels like a gut punch, we've been here before. We've survived legends leaving, coaching changes, wild playoff exits, and we're still standing. So buckle up, because this season is just getting started, and you better believe I'll be here every step of the way, bringing you the real story, the emotional truth, and all the behind-the-scenes chaos that makes being a Cowboys fan the wildest ride in football. I'll see you in the next video.